What is going on, guys? Popsy back with a Duel Links video for you guys, and today I'm bringing you kind of a weird deck. This is an Endless Trap Hell Odion deck that revolves around, well, traps basically, as you can see. Before we get too far into this though, if you guys want to support the channel and see videos uploaded more often, make sure you guys leave a like down below, as your support is greatly appreciated. So, I kind of started building this deck because I'm leveling up Odion just for gems and stuff like that, no particular reason. And I've noticed he has a couple of interesting skills. Most notably, Endless Trap Hell, which you pretty much never see used. I know back in the day there was a Gladiator Beast deck that used this, but it really wasn't that popular with the variant. But when you have 3 traps in your graveyard, 1 random trap is added from your graveyard to your hand, then you shuffle 1 random trap from your graveyard into your deck. You only use the skill once per duel. So this just gives you a trap back, which is really nice. The shuffling back into the deck isn't that great. Like, it's nice, but it's not the main reason I'm running this skill. I'm running the skill because you get the trap back. Another cool skill that he has that I haven't tested yet is Chain Reaction. Your opponent takes 200 points of damage every time you get a trap card. That's pretty good too because you have a lot of traps. So the whole premise of this deck, honestly, is just to lock your opponent out. You play a lot of defensive traps. You play Widespread Ruin, you play Paleozoic, you play Curse of Anubis, you play Wall of Disruption. Lots of defensive traps, as well as the trap monsters to help with Endless Trap Hell. Now, there's definitely a better way to run this deck. I don't really have all of the cards. As you can see, I'm running 1 DD Assailant and 2 Maneater Bugs, just because I want to have some sort of monster presence. This also helps get rid of problem monsters. Basically, if you can sit behind one of these monsters, have a couple of traps, you can win. There have been a few games with this deck where it honestly just went to me taking out my opponent, because thanks to Endless Trap Hell, I get that extra card in my deck to deck out my opponent and do that, which is kind of nice. I am playing the 2 Jar of Greeds, just because it activates my Canadia. If you have multiple Canadias, I highly recommend running 2 or 3 Canadias. I think Canadia makes the deck a lot better. I'm also running a weird trap monster lineup. It might be a little bit too much, but I'm playing 3 Swamp Mirror, 2 Tiki Curse, and then 1 Embodiment of Apopus, because I don't have any other trap. To be honest, I think I'm going to take this out right now, actually, and I'm going to put another defensive trap in, because I feel like there's too many situations where I just have too many monsters. So, in terms of other traps I can roll, definitely not Treacherous, because I'm playing too many traps. I might put in a 3rd Widespread, or a Mirror. I'll put in a Mirror Wall, just try it out. So I have a, no, actually, no, I'll put the Widespread. No, I'll leave the Mirror Wall. Alright, so that's the deck. Let's get into some ranked games and see how we can fare. I did test this deck a little bit last time. I played maybe 4 or 5 duels only, not that much, but I did get from Plat 3 or Plat 4 to Legend with it, which was kind of nice. And this deck was kind of built, and you can see some of my games here. I think I lost, I don't remember if this game I played with the deck or what. I think it's the only game I lost with the deck, I should say. I don't know. But the whole premise of the deck, or the main premise of this deck, was basically to counter Fur Hires as best as I possibly can. I'm only played against 1 or 2, so I'm not really sure how well that'll fare. But we shall see. Again, if you have multiple Floodgates, if you have multiple Canadias, that's a lot better. Alright, 4th time's a charm. First duel I tried was Stall versus Burn, which wasn't fun. 2nd duel I won, but my opponent just like forfeited and it was really quick. 3rd duel, I misclicked and didn't Floodgate and Anki and lost because I forgot to click yes on Floodgate. I didn't play Sylvan, so clicking yes mindlessly isn't second nature to me. We're going 2nd though, against Arcana. Okay. What the heck is a seal? A trick up my sleeve? I've never seen that skill before. A trick up the sleeve. It doesn't tell you what it does, which kind of is annoying. I wish it told you that. Huh. Okay. Summon the Assailant in attack mode. Set the chainable card in the middle. I will set Tiki Curse, and I will set a Widespread Ruin. So I have a defensive option there. I could potentially win next turn. I've never a trick up the sleeve. I'm gonna look it up on my phone, because I've never seen that skill. So, Duel Links a trick up the sleeve. Zoritis? What? Counter Fairies? I love this deck. Why are you using Trick Up the Sleeve and Counter Fairies? What does Trick Up your Sleeve do? Oh! Your starting hand will include 1 level 7 or higher Dark Spellcaster type randomly selected from your deck. Huh. So I wonder what Dark Spellcasters you're playing in this deck. To ensure... Let me draw here at the end phase. I wonder what you're playing then. You're gonna negate my Jar of Greed, really? Of all the things to negate, you negate the Jar of Greed? Okay, I'm fine with that. I noticed that too with Duel Links. A lot of people get too trigger happy. It's like, oh, I can activate a card, let's do it. It's like, why are you gonna negate a Jar of Greed? Like, I have 3 Chops face down. Jar of Greed clearly isn't the best one I have set. I think I win here anyway. Do you have anything? You have something. Alright, let me Tiki Soul, or Tiki Curse, whatever. Anything? You know, when we get Uriah, if we get Uriah, oh, you have 2, that makes sense then. If we get Uriah, Lord of Searing Flames, I think it's Uriah, it might be Hamon, I don't know. But it's basically the GX version of the God cards, if you don't know. And its effect is like tribute 3 trap cards to summon it. It's weird. And you could play like 3 Tiki Curse and like just activate all of them and then just summon it, or 3 Swamp Mirror. I hope they add that card. Alright, I'm gonna Canadia you. There we go. Now, I don't play many monsters, so I shouldn't be able to win next turn. Alright, Jar of Greed. I could Endless Trap Hell here, actually. Let's do that. Bam! What do we get back? Get back the Tiki Curse. Now, sending back Canadia is not that great. And I could reuse it, which is cool, but like I can't summon it then. Although I never really summon Canadia, so I only play 1. Also the Tiki Curse, because it's better than Swamp Mirror, because it has like a decent effect. It's like when other trap monsters attack, they're automatically destroyed, or something like that. Which is pretty good. Alright, Zeratis, out of my face. Alright, so I should win next turn, unless they have another Divine Punishment. I really want to see this guy's deck, though. Like, I love Counter Fairies. And they just forfeit because they couldn't win. So, that was interesting. We'll do another duel because that one was really quick. And at least you got to see Endless Trap Hell in action. And it was like my 4th time trying to do it. Wow. That was quite... See, I don't think that the new Voltanis guy is a spellcaster. I think it's a fairy. It's a fairy. Vendaglon's a dragon. I am so... Oh, you're playing Dark Magician. What? Okay. So... Interesting. I've never seen that. I might try this, actually. Because, basically, the way I'm assuming it works is... You have the extra counter trap for Meltiel and Champion's Vigilance, but it's at 1, and you have 2 Dark Magician. So you open with Dark Magician, then you have Ancient Rules to summon it. You don't really need Dark Magician Curtain if you open with it, though. You could just play 1. Honestly, I might try this deck. You know, play 1 Dark Magician, trick up the sleeve, Ancient Rules, Vigilance. I don't know, it seems kind of gimmicky. If Vigilance was at 2, I could see that deck being, like, a viable Counter Fairy variant. Granted, Counter Fairy's not the most viable deck, they're pretty rogue. But I can at least see it, like, making sense. So what do we have here? Seto Kyber. Are we playing for... You know, I said recently in a video that for hires are more common than Sylvans, and I have, like, never faced for hires in a video. And it's like, I don't get it. Like, I actually want to play against for hires, and I'm not seeing them. Like, the few times I've seen Kyber, it was like a dragon deck. Like, are you playing dragons? You got 1 card in your fusion deck. Or extra deck. It's not called, it hasn't been called a fusion deck in over 10 years. I'm still calling it a fusion deck. So you're going to play... It is for hires! Great! Now, if I was going first, that would be amazing. But I am not. That's all you got? Okay. This is fine. I have a great hand. I have a... This is a great hand. So I will set the Chainable Trap in the middle. I will set Widespread. I will set Wall of D. And then next turn I can Tiki Curse. Actually, I probably should set Tiki Curse over Wall of D. Or over Widespread. But it's fine. Alright, so. I might be able to... See, some people don't realize, like, if you play against a for hire deck, they don't realize they could tribute summon for Dyna. So, end your turn. So there, that's weird. So there are times, that's really weird. So there are times, right, where they have 3 monsters on board. You Wall of D, they have 0 attack monsters, and they don't realize they can tribute summon, and they just lose. Like, oh man, I got 0 attack monsters, I can't do anything. I mean, there are some decks that literally lose to that. Like, you have 3 monsters on board, they Wall of D, you got 0 attack monsters, and you can't tribute summon or get rid of your own monsters, and you just lose via deck out. Which, by the way, I might not be able to take on my opponent because I actually have less cards, I believe. Yeah, because I'll draw... Yeah, I'll go to 13 before him, which is annoying. Especially if I activate Draw Greeds. But, since they are playing for hires, they do search with beat. You're just going to beat down now. Okay, now you're going to attack. You're not scared no more. So, do I wall a D here? I'll pop that. Yeah, I'll let it go through. So I will pop your Dyna. Now this deck, like I said, I don't know if I said this in a part that I cut out, but this deck was kind of built to counter for hires. It was one of the main inspirations on top of seeing how cool Odion's skills are. And just not gonna attack. Like, I don't get it. Like, I feel like maybe he just really wants to get a Dampa or Marksman, whichever one just raised the face sounds. I mean, like, sometimes the best way to get rid of traps is just to force opponent to activate them. Like, if you have 4 cards in hand, right? Losing your one strategist shouldn't be that bad. I mean, I have Canadia too, which is great, so you summon something. Actually, what I Canadia? I might Canadia, depending on what comes out. So I'm gonna use the effects. See, I want Wiz to attack into this with beat down, so that way I can banish it. There's beats. You're gonna get back to Dyna. I'm gonna Canadia the beat so you don't get a search. And you can't use strategist effect. Or excuse me, yeah, you can't use strategist effect to special summon Dyna. Because you use a special summon the beats. So this should be good. You can't beat down too, so if you attack. Okay. I will set the floodgate. Will I set the floodgate? Yeah, I'll set the floodgate. And then should I attack? I'll attack the beat. Yeah, I'll attack the beat. I get the Canadia out. Next turn. Although I don't know why they're playing so passive. And I still have less cards in my deck than them. How is this happening? You're playing for... I mean, granted, I didn't stop a search. But, like, still. You're playing for hires. You should be searching. How do you not have, like, a Wiz? Like, summon your Wiz. That's, like, the only way you can win. Although if he whizzes, I'll Floodgate, force the negation. Okay. I'll Floodgate, force the negation. And then I'll, like, wall the D or something. Which is great. So, are you going to negate this? You kind of have to. They are thinking. I'll bring back Canadia. Why not? And then next turn, if I Tiki Curse, Canadia basically becomes a DD assailant that doesn't banish. Which is cool. Alright, so you're gonna negate that. Oh, I just chain blocked him, didn't I? I did chain block. I didn't even mean to. And I can still use... Okay, so basically what happened there... Chain blocking isn't that much of a relevant thing in dueling because it doesn't happen a lot. But since I used Floodgate and then chain Canadia from the grave and they negated... Since the last thing in the chain was the Canadia got negated but not the Floodgate. That's really good to know. That is really good to know. Alright, so now I think I'm going to set Tiki Curse. And I can still activate the Canadia, so I basically just made them discard a card for no reason. So I'll set Tiki Curse. And I will attack. Even if this is a wall of D, I can still destroy this if I want to. Which I kind of am, because why would I not? So what do you have? And really? You value your strategist? Oh, you're going to tribute take. What? I mean, you could have just tributed it for the Dyna that's in your hand. Again, you know, we're going to win by making our opponent just go minus a lot. Because they keep discarding and wasting. Like, that was just a -2. Like, you didn't need to do that. You're better off just losing this. Like, you're telling me you don't have any other normal summonable for hire in your hand when you have 11 cards in deck? Really? You know, Mayhem? Like, you... I don't know. Alright, gonna use the effect. Put my toggle on in case we get a marksman here. I'm gonna summon the Marksman. You're going to bring back a for hire from the grave. That is going to be the Wiz. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to widespread to force the negation. And then Wallady? Wait, what are you targeting? First of all. Let's summon something first before you can target. Summons in defense mode. Okay. Oh, Marksman is face up. I don't know why I thought Marksman was face down. I'll chain Tiki Curse and pause the Force of Negation here. Actually, no, I can chain block again. I'll just use Kanadi. That's so good! How did I, like, somebody definitely noticed this before me. I'm definitely not the first person to do this. Like, I'm sure this is probably common knowledge, but I am now discovering it. This is why Canadia is so good against Fur Hires, not because of just the face down, because of this chain block shit. So if you want to negate, go ahead. Be my guest. That's fine. Put you in attack mode. I'll put you in attack mode. And then now if Canadia attacks the face down, or the Wiz, it'll destroy it. Because of Tiki Curse. So I'm going to widespread, force the negation, and then Wallady. And then hopefully draw a defensive trap. I do have Endless Trap Hell activatable, I do believe. So are you going to negate? Alright. Now I'm going to Wallady. Ha! There we go. And that's gone. I can clear his board next turn. Which is cool. Jeez, what are you kidding me? I mean, luckily I have Endless Trap Hell, so I got a trap back. Hopefully it's not Canadia. It's widespread. Great. And I set back the Canadia, which actually isn't that amazing. Because now I can't chain block as effectively. I will set the widespread. Do I set the Swamp Mirror? Yes, I do. Now, if I'm not mistaken... Yeah, okay, so that's good. And the phone was ringing there, sorry. But, if Kanadi attacks this, I will take damage and it will get destroyed. Nice. Now this is going to get destroyed. You will have 1900 left. And I could potentially win next turn. Possibly. Which is great. I think I want to try Tiki Soul on this. I know I said I might not ever play this deck after this video because it's kind of degenerate. But I believe Tiki Soul is the card that when a trap monster like Curse is destroyed, you can set it again. So there's Mayhem. So you need another monster on board. Are you going to target your Wiz? No, you're going to target your Strategist and then get the Wiz back. Okay. That is fine. That is fine. Actually, Canadia's on the field. Before I said I can't chain block Canadia's in the deck, Canadia's on the field, duh. So I probably shouldn't have summoned it, so I continue to chain block. Okay, you're going to bring back your Wiz? Yep. That's fine, though, because Canadia's effect will still be activated. So you're going to search, unless you want to get something that destroys a card. And now we have more cards in our deck, which is actually ideal. Alright, so you're going to get life points, which isn't that relevant. Can I force a negate here? Let's try. Just Light Dragon doesn't really, or Light Pyro. Okay, it doesn't really matter. I mean, obviously you're playing against, like, Field of Warriors, like, you don't pick Warrior, but, like, for the most part, picking me, things don't matter. Okay. So, this is fine. I mean, you could beat down and attack over my Canadia, but then your beat will get destroyed. And you're gonna get a... What was that, Scout? Yeah, okay. This destroys face downs, right? Target one set, okay. I always get Recon and Dawnfoot mixed up, like which destroys what. It always confuses me. Because you would think, because Atlantean Marksman destroys face downs, and then Marksman for hire destroys face up, so... and I play Mermail's DCG, if you guys were confused as to what that card was. So when it's discarded by a water effect, destroy it face down. So the word marksman, I always assume it's face downs. But it's not always the case. So I think they might be thinking like, I can't win. Because these trap monsters are too strong, man. They're too good. Too good. I got more cards in my deck. What are you gonna do? You're gonna beat down, attack something, and then your beat's gonna get destroyed. And then I can attack into this and destroy it. And then kill this, and you have no monsters on board. What are you gonna do? Do you even play traps in your deck? Just beat down here. You have to attack over the Canadia. I mean, unless you have like some econ shit. Oh, you're gonna beat down and then tribute. Let's force the negate. Force the negate. Let's do it. That's right. Discard your cards, buddy. Just getting rid of... Oh, he discarded that. That was a mistake. Now, unfortunately, we don't get the effect from that. Another widespread. Alright. I'll set that. I'll set that. I will put the Canadia to defense mode. And you know what? I'm not gonna attack this because if I get my other wall of D's, which I believe I have 3 in the deck, I win. So let's just win by deck. You know, there's plenty of ways to win in Yu-Gi-Oh! You don't gotta limit yourself to just knocking your life points down to 0. I apologize for the phone ringing again there. I don't know what is going on. But it is pretty frustrating. So they're going to attack here. Doesn't really matter what attacks where. Going to set a card. So you'll have 1 card in hand. Going to end your turn. There's the wall of D. Alright, let's try to force the negate then. Let's try to force the negate here. You're not going to negate it. Okay, so you'll probably negate the wall of D. Or the widespread. I want to put them in a position where they have no cards in hand, and then the wall of D can't be negated. That's what I want to do. And I try to force a negate there, so I could widespread and then wall of D. Switch to attack mode. They're going to set a card. No. Okay. So I will let that one go through because I want to try to get rid of the Wiz. I'm sure they're going to negate it. Well, that's what I want to do. Maybe somebody in Odion was mistaken. Maybe I should have left so I could chain block. But if I draw another trap, that's good. So are you going to negate this? If they don't negate this, I think I lose. But if they do negate it, I have a chance. They don't negate it. Oh wait, Widespread's highest attack monster, so it didn't matter what I used on. It's not Secret Armor. My bad. So that was smart, not negating it. Alright, Curious, this is good. So I can Swamp Mirror into Curious. Alright, this is good. I'll have 3 cards in. I might have to just go through deck out, you know? I don't think I'll be able to out-resource him and force negates when there's 3 cards in hand. Unless they summon set. Okay. Mayhem. Bringing back the Dyna in defense mode. So I don't really want a Wall of D unless they're all in attack mode. Doesn't really matter if you're using that effect. You use Strategist effect. You're going to bring back something. Bring back the Marksman. This is fine. Okay. My toggle on here when we enter the battle phase. And see what we can do. Okay, they're going to banish my cards. It's not like it really matters that much. I can't Endless Trap Hell again. This one's for Deul. There's Beatdown. I cannot take either of these attacks. So let's Swamp Mirror and then Curse. So there's Light Dragon. And then let's chain this. I might have to Wall of D. Because if they negate, they'll negate 1. I can Wall of D and then attack over the Dyna. Why did I play 2 attack mode? That was a mistake. I didn't mean to do that. I should put this to attack and this in defense to bait the attack. But then again, I don't want to... I don't know. I misclicked. That's all I need to know. So they're going to attack. I'm going to Wall of D and force in the gate. Kind of have to. Gonna whiz. So for a deck built to counter for hires, it's doing not the best job. That's risky to discard Dyna. Because if you're in a situation where Order Monster 0 attack, you need that to tribute summon. Yeah, I have no cards in hand. I lose. It was an econ. Nothing I could have done. Tribute take. Tribute Dyna, take it. Damn. So unfortunately, the Fur Hire counter deck loses to Fur Hires. But it's an I think this deck has room for improvement. I just feel like it's not a very, like, not many people really play it anymore. I feel like Odion in general isn't really played, unless they're using, like, Life Clause 0 Cyberstein shenanigans. But I do think that this skill has a lot of potential, especially in a deck that plays a lot of traps like this. I think maybe there could be a Drossen's Earth, okay. So I could play Spellbooks with Odion now, which is kind of funny. I might do that, actually, just because Drossen's Earth is actually used in Spellbooks. Actually, I want to see his deck. I want to see my deck. So, what would I change? Honestly, like, this deck is pretty tough because you need a lot of traps for Endless Trap Hell to be usable, but then you need monsters so you don't lose the duel. You know, Jared Reed is nice because it's just an easy activatable trap. Wall of D is very powerful. Wise is great. Canadian is great. Honestly, I think Endless Trap Hell Paleozoic could be really good. Maybe it's already a deck. But if I had multiple Paleozoics, I'd try. I only have one Canadian as like my only Paleozoic. Either way, I'm rambling. It's kind of a weird deck. Kind of more of a meme deck, but it was fun. Thank you for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. See you guys next time. And